Good day, folks. I'm Dan Cervantes, and I'm here to help you guys get your process going on a tortilla machine. All right. Basically, we're doing some basic dough. You can change the dough on your end to your mix if you want to do wheat and dark wheat and light wheat. It doesn't matter as long as you stay in these parameters. 25 pounds of flour, 13 pounds of water, 6 ounces and 8 ounces of baking powder, 6 ounces of salt, 2.5 pounds of canola oil. This process is one that's been proven. It's one that we just followed, we learned in the field. A lot of countries do things differently. The difference is going to be possibly the oil and of course the flour itself. Those are the only things that are usually different. These ingredients are usually always the same. The water is usually the same. So I'm going to take you through it slowly and just show you, and I'm going to cut in and out to save some time. And we're going to do the process. Basically, the first thing we're going to do is put in the water. So this is 13 pounds of water. Water goes in first. We're going to use 25 pounds of all-purpose flour. Okay? Is going to go in next. Salt, baking powder, and then let the machine do the rest. This is a what they call it. This is a 3-action mixer. I'm sure you're familiar with it. Spiral mixer. It has the spiral hook that turns, and then it has a bowl that spins in 2 speeds, slow and then high. And I have it on low speed at this point. This particular mixer only allows you to spin it for 8 minutes. That's all you'll need. 2 on slow and 6 on high. And then your dough will be ready. You pull it out. So this is the easiest mixer to use. Using the Hobart mixer, standard hook type, conventional, it will take you longer. That's when you go into the probably 6 minutes dry, and then about another 7 to 8 minutes with the water in. Water goes in last. In this particular mix, you just throw everything in. Okay, what you've heard now it's kicked into high gear. Basically, it's going to run for 6 minutes. We'll check the inside of it to make sure it's okay. Halfway between now and 3 minutes, I'll probably open the bowl and then scrape the sides just to keep it all clean. Okay, I just pulled it up. It's about half time. It's right in 4, right in there, whatever. And basically all I'm going to do is just hit all the debris in here, making sure there's not too much baking powder or salt stuck to the side. That's basically what I'm looking for, which in this case it's not. I spin it to catch the one that's in the back. And then I close it and let the mixer do its work. You can almost see in there that it's starting to almost look like ice cream. That's what I call it. What it wants to do, if you have a conventional mixer, is it'll want to start riding the hook, and it even wants to like spin like a tornado. When I open it up, you'll see the consistency of it is already gathered. The bowl is completely clean, and the product itself is very soft and pleasant to look at. It has a nice body to it, doesn't have any breaks in it, and that's when you know your dough is good. And remember, we didn't do anything special, just regular shelf items. Baking powder, salt, oil, and the flour, and of course water. Water is always a variable because it depends on whether you have hard water or soft water, and also the temperature and the humidity of where you're at and the location. Humidity plays a big factor. more humidity, the less time or the less water you may need. And this will take you a little bit of a little while to get that in place. Once you do that, just lock it down, and that's your tortilla dough. As you can see, it's soft to the touch, okay? It's very smooth. It doesn't stick to my hands. I don't have any goo. The bowl is completely clean. That's the major factor. If you clean the whole bowl, then you've gotten the whole process to do what it's supposed to do. This feels very, very soft. It's very pretty. The base of it is also very nice. So this is a good dough. When you stick your hand in the dough, as you know, you guys are bakers, y'all are professionals, it wants to come back up, all right? No, there's only leavening that we use was the baking powder. Everything else is just a natural flat product. We didn't put no yeast in it for this particular formula, okay? Now we're gonna go to the rounder, and then once we round, we're gonna go ahead and cook. So we're gonna use the same machine that you guys are making there. Basically what has happened is during this time is it's been sitting for about 20 minutes. I went and cleaned the mixer, which only takes about 4 or 5 minutes. And all you do, of course, with that mixer is just a little soap and water. So I let it sit a little bit. This is proofing right here. Even though I'm not doing anything to it, not applying extra heat or anything like that, it's proofing as long as there's no air contaminating the dough. This is proofing. This is the beginning part. So now I'm going to go ahead and cut it, and I'm going to just cut a couple of them so you know. I'm really sure that you're familiar with this, but I just want to make sure you understand that every process has to be covered. I'm using 6 pounds. 6 pounds is where I feel it should be to get you that 10-inch wrap that you're doing currently right now. Use an old-fashioned scale. We have bigger scales, we have digital, but we really like the old school. And basically, I just take the dough ball and make a huge dough ball. Okay? This is where we're going to be getting our smaller dough. And I don't know what kind of rounder you have, but whatever kind of rounder you have, you want to get it to where it's about a 3-ounce dough ball. If I remember correctly, 3, maybe 3.5 ounce. It all depends on the thickness too. The dough ball size or weight is going to be dependent on how thick you actually want your product. You can have a thin product and use less dough, or you can have a thicker product with more body and you want more dough. All right, basically I'm going to cut away. This is corn, and we all know that. But remember, it still feels nice and soft. It's very pliable. It feels good to the hand, good to the touch. It feels wet, but it is absolutely not wet at all. Alright, we're going to use a 30-part divider rounder. This is a semi-automatic. So the 30 part is what we'll be using today, because that's the one we have here. Again, always keep it sealed. You don't want any air to contaminate your product at any point in time that you're handling the product. So once I finish with this, I'm going to go back and put it under cover. Once again, air is the enemy, but you guys know that. Y'all are bakers. And by the way, everything that I learned from bakers. But I'm not a baker man. Yes, I am now. And incidentally, I'm Dan Cervantes, so that you know who I am. Okay. Once again, collapse the dough. It does want to stretch, it stretches and it comes back. I want to get it back into where it's covered all of the circles. This is the 30 part. you sell your pitas, but up there they should be about $9 a serving, whatever that translates to up there. You want to try to get this undercover as quick as possible. Okay? And now move it over and go to the. That's proofing. Okay, folks, if you don't have the parchment paper or the onion skin, then you can use a plastic, which works a lot better than metal. As long as it's clean, you're fine. I want you to take a look at the clock. We're going to come back in 2 hours and run this product on the machine that you have there. So, see you in 2 hours. Thank you. All right, folks, now we're going to run the dough. It's been 2 hours, and we let it rest. The variables are going to be water, and just so you know, and we're good to go. Let's go see what we got. Okay, this is our dough that's proofed. Okay, whether you use a liner or not, they're going to come off very easy. Okay, this is one over here without a liner, and it's plastic. As you can see, I can just peel it off very, very easily. Okay, no flour. The flour that I'm going to use, a small amount. Okay, shake it off. Every time it opens, the gate is open, it's time to receive a dough ball. Now, according to my calculations, when we walk over there, I should have 4 dough balls. So let's walk over there and see what we got. This one basically was not quite round. As you make them, if you want to finish them out and make them very round, it's not an issue. The key on this dough is once it's made, people will love it. And they'll repeat, they'll come back because there's no preservatives. The aroma is fantastic. It's a scratch recipe. You can make this basically, once you find the proper ingredients, which the only ingredient you have to worry about is the actual flour. But I have customers that are really, really happy with us all over the world. We're at a 10-inch tortilla. We have I believe it's a 3-ounce dough ball. I'm going to go weigh it to make sure. I use 6 pounds in a 30-part divider rounder. 6 pounds is what I use in a 30-part divider rounder. The settings can be up to you. The thinness and thickness, that's up to you as well. It's very pliable. You can fold it all up, and if you stretch it back out, it's going to go perfect. It's not going to crack on you, okay? One other thing, when you're cooking the tortilla, do not pop the bubble. You must not do that, because when you do that, you'll release the water and it becomes very brittle. And what you want is a tortilla that folds just like this with a burrito. You fold this in, and then of course you put your food in and go from there. If you pop the bubble out of habit or whatever, it automatically takes the water out of the burrito. Do not do that, okay? And basically that's it. Now, if you want me to, I'm going to run all these. I'll run a couple, and so you'll be watching this, and I just want you to know how fast it does work. So we're going to set the camera up on the other side, and Cherie is going to film from that end so you can see that going on. Okay? All right, we're good to go. I've dusted this with you a little ahead of time. Go ahead and get the process going. Okay, and then I'm going to go to the very first one and start my flipping motion. Because this as we fill the grill is pretty much almost perfect timing. What you're looking for is all the little bubbles in the beginning. That's what's going to give you those real pretty burr sparks. Do not touch or pop the bubble. You can kind of stretch it if you like. That's fine. Okay, there you go. That's a pretty stretch right there. You can go ahead and flip it one more time. That's only if you want it darken. It's actually ready to pull for burritos because you want burritos not to ever be stiff. You want it nice and soft. So, having said that, I'm going to catch up real quick. Keep it nice and soft. I pull. I pull. Careful not to let go of the steam. Okay, I want to keep that in there. So what that is, it is steam and it is actually cooking the dough on the inside. The grill cooks it on the outside, the steam cooks it on the inside. When the steam goes back and collapses into water, it's basically exactly what it's doing. It's collapsing into water. And that's what makes it very, very soft product. The key to our success has always been to be able to capture the moisture. Okay, that's the key to why our equipment is so well liked throughout the world. This is standard tortilla, nothing special. Flour, shortening, canola oil, salt, and of course baking powder, a little water. If you have any other questions, please call us. We're going to wrap this up now because we want to get this on video for you. It's going to be at your desk in the morning. Thank you so much. Let me know. We were willing to come out. You know that. We want to bring a service guy with us when we do go. So just let us know. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, everyone.